Well, welcome back. You may notice my hands are a little gray. I've been working with the chainmail and it stains your hands. I've been washing them. They look quite chapped right now for the same reason. I cannot get all the gray off, so I'm afraid after a while I'm going to look like that guy that ingested all that silver. But that is not why we're here today. What are we here for today? Start painting on this girl, our keyoshi warrior. So I got a nice sample image glitched up on my son's phone here. I guess that's not showing up on camera. It's this one. This is the image I'm going to be working from for our color palette. And I gotta tell you, I don't like a lot of this, and I'm worried about painting it, so I'm going to start on what's making me the most nervous, the chick. I mean, I'm a little concerned about mixing up the waves and the background sky elements, but I'm pretty sure once I start coloring more stuff in, that'll become more apparent. Or this will be foreshadowing in another video. Yeah, I also considered like doing that today, but I gotta tell you, I realized I've been doing a lot of water lately, like Pokemon itself, and I don't want to do more water stuff. I don't want to paint more water, so I'm gonna do all the not water. And it sucks because I'm starting the charity piece next, and what I have planned for that, there's a lot of water as well. But after that, I'm gonna try to take a break from water for a while. And I'm going to start drawing maybe some of those Evangelion pictures I've been wanting to do. Like Ava Atlas and Ava Ascension. Which I'm sure maybe you have like some idea in your head just hearing that. What I'm already thinking. And it's going to be cool. Also, it'll give me a chance to talk about Evangelion. Which I love talking to people about Evangelion. Even if it makes me sound a little nuts. You know what's really fun is if you have a religious family and they don't know about that Evangelion is an anime, you can just tell them shit out of there. And yeah, I'm saying, like, if you have that family where every Thanksgiving they're sitting there telling your grandma how the world's gonna end, you can throw a little shit in their fire. You also gotta be careful with that, though, because if you can't handle it, you might unlock a secret rant of theirs. Now, another thing I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up on is our big unagi here, where his blacks and his grays go, but we'll deal with that when we get there. So, let's see if I forget this time. Seeing that I already said that, I remember my horsehair brush. Ugh, now I have to vacuum. We just got Shark Vacuum, by the way. That thing's fucking amazing. Jumps out of your hand like a hungry shark trying to attack that dirt. I can get the crevices, like the slim space between my bed and my desk. Really need to clean my office out again. Oh, by the way, I'm going to start doing comic reviews on the channel again. Well, this whole channel's purpose is art, and it's art to me. And at the end of the day, I'm just doing things I'm interested in with these videos. And it's just what I'm interested in doing at the moment. But I don't want to give up on the painting, because first, I have a lot to paint. And two, we do the charities. I have raised a bit of money. Was it like $40-something so far for various charities? I'd like to keep adding to that. We're at 60. I don't know. Don't quote me on the number. I have it in like the last charity video we did, and I will update it when I do the next one. So you gotta like get rid of the. I'm gonna use my brush, not smear it with my greasy monkey palms. You can kind of see my margin, but you know what? I kind of want to see my margin. So, I'm stalling. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am stalling. So, I'm concerned with how I'm going to do her face, for one. because it's fucking white. I'll probably end up touching them up with a different source of white. I don't think I have... Ooh, I do have a white one of these. I wonder how the white Prismacolor looks. Let me get some paper. Oh, here we go, our test paper. Let's draw something white. Snowman. I don't know how well that's showing up for you, but I actually tell it's there. So I know what I'm doing for the white now. It's a quick solution. I'm probably not going to start out on something big and shady like that. Especially because I want to at least do her eyes first and around her eyes, because fish keep friggin' throwing water. They're in a mood. But around her eyes, because that's going to take a lot of detail. And once I get that and the makeup done, I'll probably go there. I'm doing the eyebrows with this to kind of give it that softer, fuzzy look. What the freak happened there? It's like the paper tore. You should never blow on your paper like I just did. I messed up a bit. There was like an artifact trapped in the paper, and I released it. Oh man. See, I went a little over right there. That's why I ain't doing the white of the face yet. There we go. That's how I lost that pin last time, was just setting these down. I'm going to go around the eyes a bit. These are really good. Like sometimes when you have stuff with a pencil and you erase it, you have those white lines. And then you ink over and you still have those white lines in it. These Prismacolor pencils, because of their softness and their oil-like nature, really help deal with the scratchiness. Cover it up. Oh wow, those look good. Alright, what color is our girl's eyes? Blue. Huh, I don't remember that. Well, they still, like, offset the art nicely. You know, I once had an art teacher tell me that if you use a color anywhere in here, like if I use blue in her eyes, I have to use the same color somewhere else in there. And it brings more balance to the picture. And I thought, that's stupid. There's a lot of characters that don't do that. So I'd show her examples. And it would literally be like a Digimon, only the eye is green. She'd be like, but there's those little lines that break it up, so it's different parts of it. And she was just trying to double down on what she said, but... Oh wow, from far away, I was looking at this in like an oblique angle. That white really stands out, so that's what we're going to do. But ever since she told me that, at like 5, I have been looking for pictures that prove it wrong. I gotta tell you, it's actually kind of rare. I think it's because... the simplicity of color. I don't know if I like this more like blue jeans looking one for her eye or this one. Well, I got some eyes right here. I'll just color these in real quick. That one's really deep. That one's really soft. Well, what if I do that and then I do this? Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. Alright, I need to sharpen this boy. I'm going to need a fine point. Alright, super sharp. Wait, we want the soft one first. Just going to go put in a light layer. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. Or it looks softer, more human. Or woman. Okay, now we take this boy. We're just gonna these lines too will give it more like depth and dimension. It's all gonna blend together to the eye. Ooh, oh man, I am loving that. Okay, now the lips. I think they do the Kim Possible where the upper lip is darker than the bottom lip. Look, this is from the show, and the eyeshadow, her eyes are more gray there. Well, I did what I did. But the eyeshadow and both the lips are different, so. And let's move on to paint. My favorite paintbrush is a little worn out, it seems. We're going to use a different one right now. Get a little bit of red here. Put some test color on here. That's a nice rosy color. I think I want it a bit lighter. There we go. Yeah, it's the opposite of what we wanted, but first layer. We'll do that, then actually switch to a different red. I'm gonna blend them. My son is being a silly Billy, it sounds like. I had a little cut in the video, I don't remember what I was saying, but we're gonna have some changes. Well, I'm just gonna try to keep these videos at 20 minutes. We're gonna see how that deep red looks. That brick, I like that brick. A little brick to both of them. Then we will use this brick for the eyes. Because if you look at the sample from the show, I mean, it's a little rusty. Yeah, maybe I should have used that for the eyes, but the thing is, it's like, she would look, it'd just be gray, it'd be harder to get that cool tone. I have to do a little inference here. Sometimes, you know, as an artist, you have to imagine, and I imagine they paint their eyelids. Although, you know, like geishas, I figured they'd want to look completely white to get the illusion, but you see a lot of them historically, even modernly, the women that still dress like it, and their ears won't be done, or their neck, or... You even see that with women who wear a lot of foundation. Or people who are on TV, they put the powder on them, and their neck will just be a completely different color than their face. Or their face is a different color than their body. I mean, you even kind of see it on the president. But a lot of times when you have people drawn with a lot of makeup, I mean, they have her neck fully in the clothes. I think part of the reason people do that is like, well, first off, it looks better, but it's easier to color. Like, this would suck if I had to do her neck a different color. There's a lot of times you'll encounter stuff in the real world and it's like, oh, that should be easy to translate to media, but you have to choose, like, it's going to look a little weird. She really reminded me of the freaking Mirror's Edge chick right now. Love that game. Oh my god, she looks way better with the makeup. God, we went with the brick. I have a test piece of paper over here by the side, by the way, and I'm dipping and swashing. You'd honestly rather have too little paint and have to do more layers and accidentally put too much in one spot. Like, if I did too much right there, I'd have to freaking redo all her makeup. I might do the first layer of her headband, too. Get a different brush for that, though. And I'm doing the tongue taco and I'm rolling my brush, and you know, they'll say, like, don't do that, but again, it's something you'll find a lot of people that paint do. It's like I say, most art has a bunch of spit in it. People never think about. But some people, they'll roll on the paper, but it doesn't work the same. You gotta spit on it. You know, one of my favorite movies, you might laugh at this a bit, is Snow Dogs with Cuba Gooding Jr. I love that movie. And the whole movie, they're telling him, you know, he's like, this dog's an asshole. And everyone's telling him, did you bite him on the ear? You gotta bite him on the ear. And eventually he does it. And people act weirded out. People act weirded out. Like, oh, you weren't supposed to actually do it. But they're telling him the whole time like it's normal. And that 100% sums up my life experience right there. This yellow is going to look really cool offset with the yellow of the unagi. I'm getting excited about this picture again now that I'm painting it. I'm going to not lie, I've been a little frustrated with this one. But the color, that's the thing, is sometimes I forget with this type of art. Fuck, I've been using the wrong yellow. It all comes together later. Yeah, I made a dark spot right there. So now I get to show you how to deal with that. I'm actually going to come to the other side and not deal with it at all and blend over towards it. Great, now it has like that Mexican pastel look. There's a certain type of, Actually, I don't think it's Mexican specific. It's Spanish style of painting where they have those patchy pastel colors. It actually looks kind of vibrant and rather cool, I think, but not what I'm going for here. So then I can get some more water, though. Got pretty spread out. And I can't do too much there right now, but you can always go back later. And then I'm going to go to this deep gold, maybe for the... I imagine it's like copper and bronze. The headband. Ah, crap, I should have done the tassels. They're like part yellow and part darker brown. Or gold or whatever, bronze. Yeah, you know what I mean. You can see the tassel's dark, but it's weird, like I don't know. Like it should all be dark. Like the rope part should be dark too. And just the cap. I mean, I drew the cap here actually as fabric. So that's going to be the same color as the fabric. I'm going to take a little artistic license this time. Some of you might say, oh, that's coloring it wrong. And I'm like, yes, artistic license. No, that's not Sonic. It's my OC. Wait, no, what was it? When I was 10, I was one of those kids, like, this is my Sonic OC, and it was just like orange knuckles with like puka shells and a surfboard. This was before Sonic Riders as well. Oh, I drew these different. That's funny. I didn't put the lines over it to make that bubble necessarily fabric-based. I've seen things like that in clothing before, and that's how it works, so I just kind of... like I said, this isn't like I'm not trying to draw like the show. It's more my interpretation. I'm taking out design elements from them. I'm reflecting them in a different style. I hate just like fully copying something, you know. Always I want to put my own bend on it. I mean, most of the stuff I draw, this guy's seen something like it, and I'm like, I want to make something like that. I want to do something, or it's like, I like that. I want it on my wall. A lot of my recipes, actually, because I cook, are spite recipes. Like, I tried something somewhere, and I'm like, that seems like it could be good, but they cooked it like shit, and then I'll change it. Like, the first time I had poppers, this woman, she wrapped a jalapeno crammed with cream cheese in a piece of bacon and tried grilling it, and to quote What's Eating Gilbert Grape, no one wants soggy bacon. Some soggy bacon. And the peppers were just greasy, and it was altogether bad. And so then I made some because of that, and I would like part cook the bacon to where it's like pliable, and I would roast the jalapeno with the cheese so it gets a nice toast. And I put it all together for a few minutes to finish up, so it does get a little grease on it. It's freaking delicious. You know, here's something really just weird, one of my weirder recipes. You know morel mushrooms? Well, if you pick morel mushrooms, they grow around like olive trees that are 30 years old, or up in like the Sierra Nevadas. They fry up really easily because of their shape. And to me, they have almost no flavor. So if you toss them in like a little brown sugar and cinnamon, and I put cayenne with mine, it's pretty good. Like, I call them forest churros. And it tastes like a carb. Like a gooey little donut. Kind of like the churro bites at a Jack in the Box. Okay, so this turned out a little uneven, but I'm actually going to wait till it dries and come back and address it then, because if I do it now, I'm just going to keep saturating the paper and chunk it up. I do have a little more time. Let's do some of that white. I think I'm going to leave her eyes. I don't know, I'll wait. But we'll get the white out of the way. In the hair, I might have trouble with that later, but whatever. Anything I mess up is just a chance to try to show you how to fix it. In this case, like if my color bled over, I could try to erase it. It'll actually be a bit easier because it won't be on the paper. And the paper is stained white slightly now. But I could always try to erase it a bit. And then go back and just recover it. It's turning out to be a really good idea. And what I'm doing is I'm actually, my head's really low on the side. I'm looking at through an angle through the, with the light because it kind of glows. It's easier to tell where the raw paper is and where the white is. You know, when I was a kid, paper drove me nuts. Like, I wasn't one of those notepad kids where it's like, I draw better on line paper. A lot of people like that, no judgment, but no, I wanted white paper. I didn't want something distracting from what I was drawing. I still drew on line paper because you put a pencil in front of me in line paper. I'm going to doodle on my work in class, but it wasn't my go-to. But what I'm getting at is my grandma had this light baby blue paper for some reason. I mean, she had like thousands, like a palette of it. And so whenever we were at her house and we wanted to color, that's what we would get. I'm wondering now, like, what was that blue paper, and why did she have blue paper? I remember drawing a skeleton on it, and it was the first time I found it used for the white crayon. Although, I remember having a friend, and she always would, like, color in her clouds and whatnot with the white crayon, because she said it made a difference, and I didn't believe her, but I don't know, I'm coloring in white makeup, so you know, Sam, if you're watching this, you were right, I guess. Honestly, I don't think anyone's watching this one, though. People seem to hate this piece, bro. The videos change, though, when the thumbnail has color in it. So, or I mean, they get more views. It's like executive. It looks like there's a little smudge right there, so I'm going to try to erase. Oh my god, I made it so much worse. I'm cleaning my eraser so I got the whitest spot possible. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Let's see, I can over. It still looks smudged slightly, but it's better than it was. Covering up some of them smudges. Ooh, I might regret this, but her nose needs a little. Oh, well, that was nerve-wracking. Didn't really look like I did much today, but a lot of what I did is white. Well, that's all I got for this today. Right now I'm having to use the time I also used to record these, to record the other videos, but my schedule is going to change here soon, and I'll probably have a lot more time to do these. You know, I think it looks a lot better now. I would love to know what you think. I think it's coming together more with the color. I hope you come back here next time to see what we do. We'll probably start more on her hair and her clothing before moving on to the background. And soon we'll be able to finish this one up and start on our summer charity, which is still TBD. Probably going to be something with children and teaching them to swim, because it horrifies me, all the children that die every year and families. But, you know, until next time, yeah, try to stay safe out there.